We didn't play very well on Friday, our first two games. Brownfield's a really good basketball team, very athletic. They kind of exposed our press a little bit, and we didn't adjust real well, I didn't feel like. And then it just kind of felt like for that second game, we were still kind of in that mode where we didn't recover much from that. We had a long talk after our last game, and then we came out and played really well Saturday morning. Kind of got back to being who we are and what we do. We're a little shorthanded this week, missing 2 of the 10 that we're used to having even, and that kind of hurt us a little bit as far as depth is concerned. But now, we'll have 14 when we step on the floor tonight, so it's going to be a little bit different look for us.
Well, you got all those football players back. Same question I asked of Leslie. Are they in basketball shape yet?
No, I offered to give several hugs yesterday in practice because they looked like they were about to die. But, we got up and down yesterday, and fortunately we have the depth, so believe it or not, the being in shape thing we don't think is going to hurt us as much because, if they can go out there and give us a minute and a half or 2 minutes, we'll take that from them and rotate some new guys in. But, we're going to try to go with a 14-man rotation tonight and see what happens.
At this point in the season, what is the one thing that you think your team is doing really well right now and one thing that they can improve on probably the most?
I feel like defensively we're pretty good, and we're rebounding the ball really well. Our offensive rebounding percentage and our defensive rebounding percentage is we've nearly reached those goals every night, which is just fantastic and gives you, I think that kind of stuff gives you a chance every night. We need to shoot the ball better than we are right now. We've put a huge focus on shooting the ball, and I keep telling this group when the ball starts to fall a little bit more often for us, I think we're going to be really, really dangerous.
Last year, you guys were just so young. Can you kind of talk about the development you've seen these guys since last year?
Yeah, we graduated one senior last year, but he got hurt in December, so he didn't play at all for us, from January on. So we've got 12 returning varsity players. We had a kid that moved in from Sunray that's playing varsity for us, and then we have a sophomore that we moved up from our JV last year. So went from my most inexperienced team in 23 years last year to my most experienced team this year. And that's going to be a huge factor. Yesterday in practice is a great example. We basically put on the whole playbook yesterday, and that's a big thing to have those kind of seniors and leaders and just they're used to hearing the terminology. And another thing is this is year 4 for me at Canyon, so our vocabulary and our language and everything, everybody's used to it, and it's the only thing that they've ever been coached on. And we're hoping that ends up being a big deal for us this year.